This weekend we'll see the IndyCar season finale at Laguna Seca, one of the finest and most popular racing venues in the United States. Through the years, it has seen lots of national and international racing of the highest caliber. Series that come or came here include the American Le Mans Series, A1 Grand Prix, the Superbike World Championship, MotoGP, IMSA, the Trans Am Series, and of course Champ Car and IndyCar from 2019 again, when the season finale moved from Sonoma to Laguna Seca. In 1989, after F1 moved their US race away from Detroit, it came down to Laguna Seca and Phoenix on who would be the next host for that race, and sadly F1 opted to go for yet another unsuccessful US street circuit instead of a proper and great US road course, as Laguna Seca was considered too remote and too small to host a race for Formula 1 level crowds. I've sadly never been there, so I can't confirm whether that's actually a fair point, but sadly that meant we never saw Formula 1 come to this great circuit. But would it even make a good Formula 1 circuit? Well, here's a quick hot lap. I must say it is absolutely brilliant fun racing a modern Formula 1 car around this circuit. If you've seen a couple of these videos, you know I really love those traditional tracks that just run with the terrain they were built on, and on which you can really feel that these have been around for some time. Of course, they all have been modernized and renovated at one point, but tracks like Laguna Seca never lost their character. However, I am not too sure whether this track would work better for actual F1 racing than, say, Kota. The track might just be a little too narrow for Formula 1 cars to go side by side, and the straights might be a little too short. But luckily, there is an easy way to find out. Here's a 5-lap race with modern Formula 1 cars at the Laguna Seca Raceway. And here we are on the grid as Logan Sargent, waiting for the lights to come out, and here they are. And away we are at Laguna Seca, getting quite a good start, trying to force our way past the AlphaTauri there, and now into turn 1. This is quite a hairy affair with the corner being very slow, especially in the first lap. Yep, and there goes the Haas. Ooh, Joe is very slow through that right-hander here. So we take advantage of that and move up into P13, so a very good start for ourselves. And they are all very slow, at least here in this opening lap. So surprising that they just don't get on with it here, especially with these fast and rather flowing corners. Now towards Corkscrew for the first time, Laguna Seca's most iconic corner, and at the same time maybe one of the better overtaking spots on this track. We tried there with the McLaren. Unfortunately that didn't work. Ooh, as Lando Norris here is attacking. Wait, is this Alex Albon in the other Williams just ahead of us? No, I think it's an Alpine, right? Let's see. Yeah, it is indeed an Alpine. Pierre Gasly, whoop, being kind of slow. Oh, and Lando runs wide there on to the grass or whatever that is next to the track here. I think it might be dead grass. but we move past and take advantage of that mistake, but then we almost spin a car around here, being a little too hard on the brakes, underturning. So we lose a bit of time to Pierre. Now through the corkscrew once again. Well, that was a really nice run through there, and therefore we are pretty close. Oh, they're a little slow around this part of the track here, especially because you can go much faster through there into the final corner. That's our chance. Oh, but we run wide. A little too late on the brakes, running a little too deep, and Gasly moves back past. But now into turn 1, this might be another chance for us. Late on the brakes. And this time, yeah, that works out. We're past the Alpine. And now let's see who's ahead of us there. There's another train of cars. So let's talk about the track and the racing here a little bit. It works fine, at least here in the game. But, yeah, still, as I said, I don't think in real life the racing here would be too good. I think we'd see a lot of cars being stuck behind each other. As well, it's hard to tell where you can make a move. Of course, you can try ahead of corkscrew, but I don't know if you really get a run. And then the track also bends a little bit towards the right, just ahead of corkscrew, so it's hard to go side by side in the first place. Woo! As we try to go alongside Lance Stroll there. And then, yeah, here as well, the same thing. It's not really straight towards the hairpin, which would be a very good overtaking spot. And you know how it is with Formula 1 cars. I think they can follow better these days, but they still urgently need DRS on a straight to get close to each other and to be able to make a move. Yeah, it would be kind of a procession here, I fear, with these cars, unfortunately. I mean, Laguna Seca is an absolutely fantastic track. It is great fun to drive as well in these cars, but yeah, I think these cars are just a little too big, yeah, I don't know, I just don't think it would be too great. This is a perfect match for IndyCar, but F1 car is a little too big for Laguna Seca, so yeah. It might have worked back in the day, maybe, when they actually considered it to be part of the Formula 1 calendar. As we are just alongside Lance Stroll here. Oh, just don't finding a way past him. This is the struggle. And funnily enough, ahead of us, the first car in this group is Alex Albon, our teammate, running very high here. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is the thing. It first. Oh my goodness! Almost losing the car on the braking. But this was what I was talking about earlier. You might get a good run, but then the track does this little squiggle to the left, squiggle to the right, and then yeah, it's hard. If you're not already alongside, it's hard to brake alongside because of that. Yeah. And also another thing that would be, but that would be rather interesting. Oh, that's already the final lap. I completely forgot about that. That was what I was talking about. The track is very, very short. In the Hotlap, I could have pretty much easily gone under 1 minute. That wasn't a great lap, and I didn't even use the qualifying mode for the car. So I think with these two things, a better lap and qualifying mode, we would have seen a sub 1 minute lap time. So traffic, especially lap traffic, would be one of the most interesting things about this track. But yeah, I don't know, well, even to draw as a conclusion that I haven't said before, I think the Laguna Seca is an absolutely fantastic track, but unfortunately I don't think it would be great for modern F1. And with that, that has been it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you all the next time. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, comment on which track you want to see featured in this series next, and until then, goodbye.